ANC called to drop court challenge seeking to ban Zuma painting, and taxi drivers suspend operation in Durban. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. The Freedom of Expression Institute has urgently called on the ANC to drop its court challenge seeking to ban the controversial painting of President Jacob Zuma. FXI says it respects the right of the ANC to mobilize its constituency to publicly protest and show its disapproval at the public display of the image. But the Institute says it cannot support calls for the banning of artwork nor threats to artist Brent Murray and the Goodman Gallery for displaying the portrait. FXI has also called on the ANC to stop demanding a further apology from the city press, as the newspaper was only performing its duty to informing its readers about what has turned out to be an art exhibition of great public interest. Meanwhile, the Goodman Gallery has agreed to remove the controversial painting from its website. ANC Secretary-General Gwede Mantashe has read a statement from the gallery in front of thousands of ANC supporters who just marched there from Zoo Lake.
In the presence of everybody, the Goodman Gallery has marched your march and they have committed on the spot to remove that portrait from their website.
Taxi operators around Durban have resolved to suspend taxi operations in and around the city as from tomorrow. The decision was taken at a meeting this morning. The taxi operators are complaining about what they call unfair treatment, allegedly by the Metro Police. 2 weeks ago, they brought the city to a standstill, leaving thousands of commuters without transport. Spokesperson Eugene Handebe says they also want an apology from city councillors for allegedly calling them hooligans.
We, as the taxi operators of Durban 5, we have said no taxi tomorrow will be operating up until the city councillors agree on our grievances. But as we were so-called hooligans, which means they said they can't talk to the hooligans. Do you understand? So that if we are the hooligans, let the hooligans vehicle stays at home. So up until they admit their mistakes to call us hooligans.
And judgment has been reserved in the Western Cape High Court following an application by the Hout Bay Residents Association to stop the planned 54 million rand Chapman's Peak Toll Plaza. Residents say the site is situated in a national park and that proper procedures were not followed. Council for Western Cape Transport Minister Robin Carlyle argued that there was no breach of title deed conditions when securing the land for construction. Advocate Sean Rosenberg, acting for Carlyle, told the court that the land was transferred by the provincial department to Sandparks in October 2006. He said the transfer followed a joint management agreement between the two parties 3 years earlier.